In today's video, we're going to be going over the absolute best ways to make money this week in GTA 5 Online. The opportunities have presented themselves, so now it's time for us to figure out which one is the best way to make money. And that's what we're going to be doing right now. So I hope you enjoy the video, and without further ado, let's get into it. Let's start off with MC businesses. They are double money this week, which is awesome. Finally, we get a business where we could sell our product and make double the amount of money. But it's MC businesses. So I'm going to tell you guys exactly what you should be looking to make. And if you're wondering if you should buy some MC businesses this week, we'll go over that too, because those aren't on sale. And I'll tell you exactly how much money you need in order to make a certain amount, which still isn't that great. Anyways, if you own all 5 of the MC businesses in GTA 5 and you have full upgrades on them, and you buy supplies, so then you don't have to spend too much time actually, just getting supplies, because they run out of supplies really quickly, the total profit you'll make from selling all of those businesses combined once is about $1.5 million normally. With double money, it's around $3 million. Then you have to subtract the cost to buy the supplies, which is about $650,000 for all the businesses if you have them all fully upgraded. So you're going to be pulling in just under $2.4 million from selling all of your MC stock, which is pretty decent. But as you guys know, it does take a while to fill up your businesses. So you will make that $2.4 million, but it's going to take you a little while. Normally, if you have all these businesses fully maxed out, you'd be making about 126 grand per hour. It's double money, so that means you'll be pulling in right around $250,000 per hour, which is not that great. So even though you can make a really good amount of money if your whole stock is full, that's awesome. Sell it that one time, but then you're going to spend a lot of time grinding it out, and you really won't make that much money. And there's other ways to make a lot more money a lot faster, and they're not even double money. But there might be some other ways in this video to make a ton of money. And if you were wondering, in order for you guys to make that 250 grand per hour, it's going to cost you a lot to buy all of these MC businesses and fully upgrade them. It's going to cost you right around $9.9 million to buy and upgrade all of these businesses, and that's also buying the cheapest locations as well. So it's going to cost you a fortune, so I would not suggest actually doing that, or else the entire week you're just going to be grinding out MC businesses, and you could be making a lot of money somewhere else. But hey, if you guys are bored of doing the Kyle Perico heist or other stuff in game, and you want to make money but you don't want to do that stuff, then do some MC business work and you'll make a bunch of money from that. You can also do the MC club work, and you can also do some of the challenges, but those won't make you too much money. I believe the only challenges that will actually make you a decent amount is the ones that you don't start up. Your sergeant at arms or your vice president or your road captain will have to start them, and then you guys can actually make some pretty decent money from them. I'm not 100% sure on that, but those are also double money this week, which is cool. So if you guys want to do some MC business work, honestly, the profit isn't great, and you do have to spend a ton of money if you don't already own everything, so I wouldn't suggest it. But let's go over some of the other stuff to make you money this week. Next up is going to be parachuting. Now, you guys can't really make much money from this, but I'm going to tell you a little cheat on how you technically can make even more. Now, parachuting isn't based on time, it's based on points. And if you guys really try, you can probably get a decent amount of points. And when I did it, it took me right around 2 minutes and like 16 seconds, I think, to complete the parachuting mission. I got like 7 grand. And after adding on loading times, and you could click replay right after, it'll probably take you right around 2 minutes and 45 seconds to complete each parachuting mission, which will average you right around $165,000 per hour. But there's another little cheat you could do with parachuting missions. It's actually really simple, and you make more money than you would actually doing the parachuting missions, which is kind of funny. So all you want to do is start off by jumping out of the helicopter, go through the first checkpoint, maybe the second one, and then just land as quick as you possibly can. And once you land, the mission ends. If you can land in the targeted area, if you know exactly where you're supposed to land, that's even better, because you'll get a couple more points and it'll make you a little bit more money. But when I did it, it only took me about 58 seconds to do that. And obviously that's cutting the time in half, actually a little bit more than half, which is pretty awesome. And I only got 3 grand, but when you actually calculate it out with loading times and everything like that to start up the missions, you'll end up making about $180,000 per hour, opposed to the $165 you would make from doing the missions normally. And of course, you'd be doing this solo. Nobody's going to want to join you because it's parachuting missions. But if you guys want to do that, you can make a little bit more money by doing it that way. And I'm sure if you jump straight out of the helicopter, go through 1 or 2 checkpoints, and skydive straight to the ground and land, you will most likely make under $3,000. But if it takes you less than 30 seconds to do that, you'll probably end up making the most amount of money that way. So if you want to do parachuting missions this week, don't actually do the missions, go through a couple of checkpoints, then land, and you'll actually end up making more money if you continue to do them over time, every hour or so. So honestly, you can make money from it, but it's still not that great. If you want skins and V-Bucks in Fortnite, want to become max level in Call of Duty, need money in GTA 5, or anything else for a ton of other games, check out Digazani down below in the description and get 10% off your order by using code Frolickz at checkout. Next up, let's talk about the triple money event we got this week, Drop Zone, a really fun adversary mode, and you guys can make a ton of money from playing this week. So let's get into the details here. So we played 3 rounds and we actually ended up winning the match, and we got a pretty decent amount of money. But the first round we finished in around 6 minutes. We only got 24 grand, which isn't that great. The second round we went through the whole 10-minute timer and went into sudden death for about a minute and a half. And that round when we won, we got about $40,000. Then the final round that we played for a total of 8 minutes in that whole 10-minute timer, and we won and walked away with $30,000 from that round. Now, if you add up all of that, that gets you 94 grand. Now, we also got a match bonus and got a total of $140,000. That means we got a huge $46,000 match bonus for winning. Now, we did win all 3 of the rounds, and in total we spent right around 23 minutes playing, which is actually a pretty decent amount of time to make that amount of money. So if you guys were to calculate loading times into it and everything, realistically, if you guys were to play Drop Zone with a good team, you guys could be looking at making right around $300,000 per hour, possibly a little bit more, depending on how you run through the rounds. Now, there are some tips I want to give you to make sure you guys do well in Drop Zone, because it's easy. All you got to do is just capture the area and you win. But of course, you also have the enemy team trying to kill you. So first thing you want to do, obviously, jump out of that helicopter and get down on the ground as fast as possible. Pick up a special carbine. You need that. That's one of the best assault rifles you can use, or at least find, that is sitting on the ground in Drop Zone. So find one of those right away, and they will always spawn usually in the same spots. So just go to the spot where you know it is. Once you got that, go and look for some grenades and a sniper rifle. If you guys are the type of people to go and sit on a mountain and snipe people, that's great. You can get a lot of kills and help your team out, but don't forget, it's a team effort. So you guys want to split it up. You want to have 2 guys maybe trying to get in the circle, another 2 guys, you know, taking cover near the houses or wherever you are, and just in the surrounding area around the circle, and then have another couple of guys, maybe 1 person on the mountain, and then 1 person running around the entire map. Honestly, you're probably not going to be playing this with your friends that much. It'll most likely be with more randoms, and you might have 1 or 2 of your friends. So if you're playing with, let's say, 2 of your friends, 1 of you goes to the circle. The other one protects you while you're in the circle and stands just on the outer ring of the circle pretty much. And then your last friend either runs routes or stands at a far distance and tries to snipe. By doing this, it'll let you have more protection, and it'll allow you to be in the circle for a longer period of time. Also, if you're playing with a bigger team, if you have a full lobby, which is obviously what you would want to get the most amount of money, if you guys are doing that, it's not bad to be a decoy. Sometimes you could just parachute down, run right into the circle, get the enemy team to stand up and start shooting you. That will allow your friends or your teammates to go and shoot them and kill them, and then they'll have to respawn in as well, and then your teammate can go and run into the circle and get yourself some points. All in all, Drop Zone is a really great adversary mode, and if you have a full lobby and you win most of your rounds, you can make a really good amount of money. And of course, if you do end up losing a round, maybe 2 rounds, and then you end up winning the match still, that'll still mean you get a lot more money. This time, we won all 3 of the rounds, but imagine you guys were playing, and let's say you guys played 2 10-minute rounds that you lost, you'll still gain $40,000 from both of those rounds So the total amount you might end up making could be right around $200,000 total from that match, which is pretty damn decent. But don't forget, that means you're gonna have to spend a little bit more time in that game. So realistically, the best way you can make money from this is by winning all of the rounds. If you can win all of the rounds in roughly around 7 minutes to 8 minutes per round, that'll net you the most amount of money in the end, and that's what I would highly suggest doing. And comparing this to all of the other ways that we have to make money this week, this is definitely the best way if you can continuously win. If you're losing, then obviously it's not. But if you're winning, you'll definitely make the most amount of money from this, even over MC businesses, which is kind of crazy. Like, you can make more money from playing this compared to actual business work, which is pretty awesome. So if you guys want to make money this week, I would highly suggest you guys play some Drop Zone. If you guys are constantly losing though, I would highly suggest doing either MC businesses or doing parachuting missions. Honestly, you'd probably have more fun doing the parachuting missions. When I was doing MC business work, if I wanted to sell my product solo, I had to go outside and I saw 4 bikes that I had to deliver. I literally just found a new session and I'm never doing MC business work again, but that's just me. Honestly, I would highly suggest playing Drop Zone. If you haven't played it before, it's pretty fun, but you gotta have a little bit of skill. So if you don't have skill, might not be the best thing for you, but you can definitely make a lot of money from it this week. And I would definitely say that Drop Zone is the absolute best way for you guys to make money this week in GTA 5 Online. But the best way to make money currently in the game is still the Cow Perico heist, but if you're bored of it, play some Drop Zone. Anyways, that's pretty much going to wrap up the video for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to smash the thumbs up on it, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.